Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Beckers and I'm going to be your Culinary Arts 2 teacher. I want to walk you through the Unit 2 first 5 days of instruction for week 1 of distance learning. Unit 2 is all about professional food preparation methods and techniques. Here are the learning targets. I'm going to share the slide deck with you so you'll be able to read these. Day 1 introduction, you're going to watch this video and just walk through the daily tasks in the first maybe 6 or 7 slides. It will say details 2 on the assignment. The vocabulary for that unit is going to be linked here. You'll notice that this is a different color. So this is going to be a link out to some vocabulary tasks using a tool called Quizlet. Quizlet is an app, so if you have a mobile device to add that to, you may. And you can just test yourself to see what those items mean. And you can click on the flashcards. You can do some activities like a spelling activity, a writing activity along the way. So you're going to see other options. And we're going to use these in different ways throughout the first week. So it looks like this is day 1. This is task 1.1, task 1.2. The 1 here obviously means unit 1. Unit 2, day 2. Looks like there are 2 slides for this one. The first one is called, it's a knife cuts insert learn activity. Insert learn is it's hyperlinked again here. And this will be one of the tasks for Google Classroom also. And this is just going to open up a web page, and it's going to allow you then to explore. You're going to see some additions, like some annotations on this site for you to interact with, whether it is added. You'll see this is loading along the way. It's a chance for you to add some notes. It's a chance for you to reflect on that. You'll use your Anoka Hennepin Schools login credentials when you're doing this. So that's important for us to think about when we're signing into this. This will keep all of your work together in one user so that you'll end up getting credit for it. So basically, you're going to see some of these highlights along the way, like, hey, check out some of these links. Preview the video from the chef. And you're going to see other kinds of activities along the way in this. And down below, you're going to see a highlight here on different types of knife cuts. Which do you suspect you'll use here? And for which type of recipe? This is a chance for you to fill out, explore your ideas. And then again, that will save along the way as you click out of it. So again, explore the site, look for these little prompts along the way. You're going to see some tools here on the left-hand side. And you're gonna, it's just gonna save along the way. It's almost like an interactive website activity. Let me know if you have questions about that, and also head back to the frequently asked questions page in Google Classroom so that we can support each other, learners supporting learners also. When you see one of these red arrows on my slides, that means it's probably got a second day. And you'll see that too when it says 1 out of 2. You'll notice that the red arrow has 1 out of 2. That just means there's going to be one other one. So this uses another activity. This one's called Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle has a mashup activity. It looks like it's an 11-minute activity, and there are some interruptions along the way. Maybe you have other teachers that are using the same task. But basically, you're going to play this video. And along the way, you're going to see some interruptions, some questions. So I'm just going to kind of relax, maybe take some notes along the way, listen to it. You can go back a little bit. You can skip forward. You can ask for closed captions. You can do full screen. And then when prompted, answer those questions and, yeah, hit submit. There should be a submit button at the end where you can do that. So go through. On day 2, it looks like you're going to complete that as your second task for the day. On day 3, I'm asking you to listen to a food cast or a podcast that is all about food preparation from a magazine called Bon Appetit. And this episode is specific to knife whisperer. So one of the learning targets talks about professional knife skills. And I'm asking you to make time to listen to this podcast episode. It's linked here at 59. It's about 40 minutes, so get somewhere comfortable when you're listening. And then fill out this reflection too along the way. This reflection is linked here, and you're going to find that listed there as a podcast reflection. Now, it's going to create its own copy for you, so you're going to turn in your version of this as a Google Doc in the Google Classroom, and be sure to click on Turn In. Next on day 4 is all about knife cuts. So this is a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm asking you to view that, and you'll see those slides here. You may see some audio along the way with little play buttons. Take a look at those and be able to let me know if you're having any troubles being able to hear that audio. Day 5, this is preparation for a really exciting activity at the very end of the unit, and that's to interview a chef. I've already asked a guest chef, Jessica Tijerina, to share with us a little bit about her expertise. Before you start asking questions and creating those questions, and you're just going to click into either first hour or second hour, and you're going to add your questions here to the link for first hour or just below here for second hour. But be sure to explore her website. Explore her YouTube channel. If you're on Instagram, search her out on Instagram. She's on there, and she's got a lot of great ideas there. So be sure to explore, find some information, and then create those questions. We're going to interview her in real time. If we're in a hybrid setting that day, we would be split up, but we'll all have access to listen to a great interview with Chef Jessica Tijerina. Looking forward to a great opportunity for exploring more. And we want to ask specifically about things that we're working on in class. So as you're working through the content, you want to be sure to be thinking about how can I reframe this question specific to vocabulary that we're uncovering in the throughout. Be sure to also check out the there's an assessment link in Google Classroom, and be thinking about that assessment, which is to walk people through step-by-step of a recipe. Maybe it's a baking recipe, maybe it's a cooking recipe. But if you have a chance here this week in the first week to just kind of explore and find out think about what kind of recipe do you want to showcase? What's one that you want to learn more about and kind of wrestle with as you display that. And you can be thinking about doing this as a video or some kind of a multimedia presentation, and you can be sure to do that. Be in touch with questions in the agenda information, or you can also go to the frequently asked questions portion of Google Classrooms. Good luck, everybody. Looking forward to an awesome unit.